not going to be able to wear 20%.
It is a phenomenal deal. As you know, you've been looking for about a year.
It just doesn't make sense to stock it at that price.
I feel like there's like nothing I could do to help him.
First rolling, baby. Here we go, baby. Come on with it.
His offer was significantly less than what we have it for. I'm like, you want this watch. The watch was not real. It's actually not worth anything at all.
We ready? Who ready? Who? We ready? Who ready? Who? We ready? Who?
Hi, Wolvyn fan. This is Nicole, and today we're shooting a day in the life of a luxury sales specialist. Come along with me, see what we do. So a typical day for me starts off with my client book here and my computer. I basically just start going through my clients and seeing who I need to follow up with, who is pending numbers. I kind of write everything down as far as what my clients are looking for. And I go into my handy dandy cell phone here and I go through my leads and pretty much do the same thing. So just checking my leads to see if there's anybody that I need to respond to, anyone I need to follow up with on comps. And that's what I'm working on right now. So I have a couple of clients that need some numbers. I'm gonna follow up with them, make some phone calls, and then I have a couple other errands that I need to run throughout the day. So we'll see how exciting today is. A typical part of my job as well when we sell watches is to ship the watches out of state. So I have to prepare the labels and stuff like that, get it to my back office so that they can prepare these to go out. I want to get them to them ASAP, so I'm going to go ahead and create the label and get that done. One of the things that we do that people always ask me, like, what sets us apart, and it's really goes into even just the smallest details like this. Like when we ship things out, we ship them fully insured and next day, so people are not waiting for their boxes for weeks. I think that just makes people feel comfortable to know that A, it's gonna be fully insured, so there will be no, hiccups. And then also that you're gonna get it next day. So you don't have to wait for your watch any longer than is necessary. And that's always really comforting for clients, especially for clients that are out of state. I love that we can provide that service to our clients. You're gonna get a great deal. The watch is in phenomenal condition. I mean, you could see from the photo. Box and papers. Oh yeah, sir, it's a complete set.
At this time, I'm not going to be able to wear that. So I'm definitely wanting to look at it before I buy it. So I get it, and I do appreciate you trying and all that stuff, but I'm pretty much stuck on that.
I hear you. If I had the watch in person, there would be, the conversation would be different.
It ain't no worries, and like I say, I really appreciate you trying for me.
Sure. Well, I mean, you have my number. Again, my name's Nicole. If anything changes between now and then, just let me know. It is a phenomenal deal. As you know, you've been looking for about a year. So to get one at this price, it's hard to do. Well, why don't you do this though? If you're gonna be in the area, I'd love to at least meet you. I will be here Friday, and maybe we can make something happen where we can, pay for it in cash, order it, and then get it shipped to you. That's something we can do as well. I mean, you have my number. If you're gonna be in the area, I would love to at least have the opportunity to meet you.
I'm not home, y'all.
All right, sounds good, Jason. All right, Chris, come here. This guy really wants this watch, and he reached out about a year ago and we gave him an offer, but it was like $13,500. And he said he waited a whole year to see if maybe they would come down. They haven't, they've actually gone up. But the deal is crazy good. Like you found a good option, but you wouldn't want to buy that watch and he has the cash.
The issue is like, I found it in his price range, but the margin's already so small, so it doesn't make sense to just buy it and stock it.
But what if he comes in and he buys it?
I mean, that's the risk we take, but it's just like I can get other inventory at a better price. If I already had that watch in stock, maybe I'd be in it a little bit lower than what I'd be paying right now, but it doesn't make sense. I really just want to make it work. It just doesn't make sense to stock it at that price.
He lives 3 hours away and he says he's coming here this weekend, but again, there's just no guarantee. Like we've had that happen before, and then the client completely ghosts and we're stuck with the watch.
Yeah, no, I would say there's some other better inventory we got in the pipeline. If you want
to just wait it out. I mean, I feel like there's nothing I could do to help him, and it's just
I mean, to be honest with you, he waited a whole year, and the fact that prices are still about the same is going in his favor because we were able to find something in that range.
No, I don't even know how we were able to find something less for him.
I know, and so if he waits another year, the economy's not gonna keep going down. It's not expected to, so I don't know. I think it's a little out of our hands.
All right, well, we tried. The guy for the The AP just called me. I'm about to call him back. And you said 24.
24.
You sure? I kind of looked and they're going for like, okay.
It's not a watch that's gonna fly off the shelf, and I think 24 is a fair offer because it's.
All right.
It gets listed for higher. It doesn't actually sell for that. I
texted him.
I do 24.5, but I don't want to jump up to there.
Hey Charles, it's Nicole. If you want to just give me a call back. I'm sorry I missed you. I was on the other line with a client, but I wanted to discuss the offer for the AP. Talk soon. And then I have a guy who wants a 15450, and I found him a really great deal. I found him a 2021 that's literally listed at the same price as 2018, and I'm still like having to convince him to do it. I'm like, you want this watch? You called me about this watch. Anyways, I'm gonna bring this to Steve. We need to pick up watches. Hey, Steve. Oh, hi, Bear. Oh, geez, he's just sometimes here. How you doing? I am not scared of dogs. I just want to make that clarification that he just took me off guard a little bit. Yo necesito el tutor y necesito el yachtmaster. How are you doing, buddy? Your breath always smells so delightful. I'm gonna close the door now. All right, Bear's staying in the back room. We don't typically have a dog here, which is why he took me by surprise, but sometimes he comes and he plays visitor, so. There's his owner. I was like, where the heck is his owner? Here, bud, hey. Hi. That dog loves a good life. Gotta get him a watch.
You said you were in Fiji for how long?
6. Oh, no, not 6 months. 2 months.
2 months.
2 months
Where
in
were you
Fiji.
Where was that?
Love Island, baby. It was great.
Wait, Love Island, like
Love Island USA TV show.
the TV show?
Yeah.
Was it like what, like a dating show?
Dating show.
How was that?
It was pretty crazy, man. The experience.
How actually real are they? Like,
No, it was real to me.
it was like you? Did you fall in love? I haven't watched your episode.
I mean, I thought I did.
I'll have to check it out.
You gotta check it out.
And this is your first Rolex?
First rolling, baby.
Dude, that's sick. Congrats.
Just, yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, you definitely need some linkage out of there. What do you think of that green?
No, the green.
That work out?
It actually worked out
I
perfect.
know you were like concerned about how dark.
Yeah, because in the first picture, damn, it's dark as hell. Now I'm like, it's a little mint here, but
Yeah, for sure, and that's what I'm trying to get across. But it's not. We call it mint, but it's not even like a mint. It's like an olivey.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's weird. It's cool. It's cool though. Well, it's sick that it's your first Rolex. I'm so stoked that Lance brought you here too.
yeah, Lance the goat.
Yeah, Lance was actually my first AP sale, like first real big AP sale ever. Yeah.
No way.
When he bought the blue, he bought a blue dial. The model's a 26331, but it's a chronograph, rose gold, full rose gold AP. But so this is the first, and the next, what do you think it's going to be? That Sea Dweller?
Sea Dweller, the GMT.
Sea Dweller GMT. We have that Sea Dweller.
What, you said it just came in?
It just came in. Derek, can you grab that 2-ton Sea Dweller for me?
Look at that.
That's
Let me just place that right there. Yeah. Oh, it's so sick. I love this one.
Yeah, what's cool is that one's also a little bit bigger.
Yeah, I know.
So like it'll definitely pop.
This pops. I love it. Yeah, this is for sure gonna be my next one. What watch you got on?
I have on a titanium Richard Mille RM10.
Sick. Like the pink man.
I love wild colors and all this stuff. So.
Let's go. So it's buy one get one free, right? So I'll just take this free one. Alright, here we go. This
That
fits.
definitely should be different.
Alright, this is perfect.
Perfect, right?
That's the micro disc one.
Yeah.
Here we go, baby. Come on with it.
Kendall, I appreciate the business.
Pleasure.
Yeah, man.
I'll be
Enjoy
back.
it.
I'll
Thank
be
you.
back.
So Kendall bought his first Rolex from us. He actually reached out to his friend Lance, who has been buying watches from me for a long time. He's actually one of my neighbors now too, which is a full circle moment in itself. But he reached out, wanted to buy a couple watches, and he wanted to at least get his first one out of the way. So he bought a 36 millimeter green dial Datejust with a fluted bezel and a Jubilee bracelet. It's a fun first watch for him. He just wanted something clean that wasn't over the top that he could wear with everything. And so I think it's perfect. He has a really small wrist, so it actually fits him really well. But next he wants to get something that kind of pops. So we'll see if he ends up going with this two-tone Sea Dweller. But other than that, Kendall, enjoy that watch, wear it in good health, and we'll see you next time.
I'm gonna just try to get some photos for clients. I have a client who really loves the Long and Sun, and I think he would really appreciate this. Sometimes a day in the life looks like just pitching watches that they don't even know we have yet, because a lot of our clients are busy and they can't just come by the showroom all the time. So if you're able to send them stuff, it really helps. This watch is amazing. All right, that looks good. So I'm just gonna do that for a bunch of them, and then I'm just gonna pitch them to anybody who I know would really appreciate a dress watch. We have a lot in stock right now, and so we gotta get them moving, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna change it up, and I think I'm gonna go on this Christmas tree. This one has like brighter hues, so I think it would look a little better. You gotta get creative sometimes when you're taking these photos. Oh, this is stunning. I do have a client that does want this watch. I'm gonna reach back out to him. I spoke to him last week about it. His offer was significantly less than what we have it for. That happens sometimes. I think it's a little shocking for me. Like, my background is in real estate, so like it's like putting a $10,000 decrease on an offer, which I guess that happens more realistically in real estate, but on these watches it always takes me back when people like offer something like significantly less than what it's listed for. So that's the scenario with the guy who kind of reached out about this watch. You can tell it's a watch he's been looking at for a while because he knows a lot about it per our conversation, but I just can't meet him at his price. I'm gonna reach back out, maybe send him these really good photos and see if like we can move him or get a little closer to the middle on price, because it's just we're far off. I mean, this watch is worth every dollar that we're asking for it. So hopefully I can get this one out the store. We've had this for a while, and I think it's a great piece. It's definitely worthy of you know, being added to someone's collection. This is a beautiful dress watch. It's super timeless, and I just think that something you keep for a really long time, give it to your son, you know, kind of keep it in the family. We're just gonna keep taking photos. But Valentine's Day is coming up, so like I know we're gonna pick up in a few weeks. I know that some men are very, very prepared and they start early, and so we've had a lot of like male clientele come in and look for their wives already, especially if they're looking to source. There's just watches that you know are harder to get, and if you know the watch market, then you know that like anything two-tone Jubilee, fluted Jubilee, mother of pearl dials, those are gonna be harder to acquire, and like a lot of people want those. Women want those. So those pieces you have to get weeks ahead of time, and then there's the majority of men that unfortunately will wait till the week of Valentine's Day and come in here and see what they can kind of get. So we'll see in the next couple of weeks how busy we get, but don't be that man. Get your stuff out now. Your wife deserves something good, and we have good inventory right now for women. We have some options that are really amazing. This one's my favorite. I'm always gonna go to this. I'm gonna actually pitch this to some of my clients because I know their wives would really love this, but this is a super dainty watch. It's a Cartier Panther. It's my favorite. If I've ever dealt with you and your wife was here, I've definitely shown her this watch. It's a small, so it's not large, but it's more like jewelry-like, which women really love that. Two-tone with the 18 karat yellow gold, has a very clean white dial, so aesthetically pleasing to the eye. Has a very cute blue sapphire crown right here. Just the details of this watch go a long way, and it's super timeless. It's under 10K. It's brand new, dated a week after Valentine's Day last year, so there is some significance there, but this watch is wonderful. It's in brand new condition. I just think any woman would love this. So one of my favorites for sure, but as y'all know, if we don't have it, we can source it. And I think a lot of people don't know that we can also do jewelry. So Cartier rings, bracelets, do custom jewelry. So if you want to get ahead of the game for Valentine's Day, give me a call, reach out to Wolvyn, give us a shout. We are ready to help you find the perfect gift for your wife.
Hey, Josh.
Hey, James, how are you?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you?
Doing good, doing good. So I got your text. You got the wire?
I did get it.
Awesome.
Thank you for getting that done like you said you would. I appreciate that.
Absolutely, of course. I just want to make sure it went smooth. Were you going to come down, or did you want me to come to you to pick up the other two pieces?
Why don't I do this? Once I get home and get them situated, I'll text you, and then we'll decide. Either I'll just meet you like we did yesterday, or you know, we'll make the decision once I get home and settle.
Okay. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, take your time, no pressure. But if it can be done today, just because I'm available, that'd be much, much better.
Is the 5164 typically a faster sale?
I would say so. Every time we get an Aquanaut, they go. I mean, they always go quick. So we hardly even get to keep them in stock.
Okay, but I mean, I'm sure if I decide I missed it, you'll still be able to, I'm sure, get me another one if I do decide that, right?
We can always get you another one in the future. I just don't know the pricing of the market of what it's going to be, but you know, obviously, you know, I want to help you out as much as I can. So if I can get it as close as possible, that's what we can do. But in the meantime, at least you can
use that money how you wish.
Absolutely. Okay. All right. Fair enough. Well, I'll probably be home in another 30, 45 minutes and we'll go from there.
Perfect. Sounds good. Thanks, James.
Okay.
So we had a client call in and he actually reached out about a watch we were sourcing for a client. It's a 15305 skeleton AP. And I was like, wait, you have that watch? I actually need that watch. And so he had paid pretty close to what I offered him. And so it was the best because he was asking, can you give me this price? Can you give me this price? And I was like, I can if you do it for this deal, but I would need to like go pick it up tonight and I'll wire you tomorrow. And he goes, well, can you bring cash? And I was like, it's too late. Like I don't have cash right now. But I said, I can send you a wire tomorrow. He's a little skeptical because he's had a bad experience with another dealer, but I picked up the watch. He trusted me, got him a wire today. And so now he's gonna sell us a 5164 and then also a diver, an AP diver. So I'm gonna go pick that up this evening and we'll have that up on the website for you guys to take a look at.
Half the time that we go to lunch, it's very hit or miss if we even leave the office because we don't want to risk leaving and then a client coming and us missing out on the client. We're gonna go get some lunch. Typical lunch for me is just a Legacy Hall. It's just easy. There's a lot of options. So let's go to Legacy Hall. We are gonna just grab something quick. There's a really good Asian spot that I usually go to in Legacy Hall, and they have like a nice stir fry for like 10 bucks. Can't beat it, so. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Bien, lo mismo de siempre. El spicy garlic. Arroz blanco, no proteína. Hola, amiguito. ¿Cómo estás? No me lo haga muy picante, por favor. I'm gonna call a client real quick and just follow up on something that I've been meaning to kind of talk to him about. So I just wanted to call you back and follow up. So that watch did sell, unfortunately. Like that one is no longer available. The one that we have listed online for $8,200. And I spoke to the team about it. You're just not gonna get that reference for that price that you got it for. It's a great watch, Sam. It's a watch that you've wanted for quite some time and it's in great condition. And I don't know, I feel like if that's the only thing that's kind of keeping you from keeping the watch, then I don't know, something to think about. But it's definitely a great watch, holds really good value, and even if it's not exactly like what you thought, it'll still turn around and sell really well later, you know?
Yeah, I understand. I'll keep it.
You'll keep it? Yeah, all right.
Thank you.
You're so welcome, Sam. If you need anything, just don't hesitate to reach out and I'll keep you posted on the box, okay?
Thank you.
All right, Sam. Talk soon. This client bought a watch for me recently and he thought he was getting a reference that he wanted, but it was a different reference. Unfortunately, the reference that he wanted is just a little more expensive and we can't replicate the price of what he got. I do want to ultimately make sure that he has a pleasant experience. It's his first watch and he worked really hard to get it, as far as like he paid for it with his own money. He's a college student. Like it was a big deal for him to get his first Rolex, and like I'm super proud that I was able to do that for him. Considering his age and like that he saved up everything to get it, like I want him to be really pleased with it. All right, food is done. Hasta luego, amiguito. Bye.
The celebrity ones, I mean, I'm just like looking, stuff up. Try to see how many of them we actually have, because we're gonna have some of them in store. Like, look up Wahlberg for sure. And I think I have a couple that he wears right now. So Tom Holland, Celebration OP. Jason Bateman owns a 6263, and I think it's a big red, just like this. The vintage Daytona, so let's definitely use that one. Wahlberg has so many. Here, write these names down. Let's see and just see if we can find one that, they're rocking that we have right now. But Wahlberg, Ed Sheeran, John Mayer. Some of the athletes though, like they just grab a watch, they throw it on, and it's not like they're super into their collections. It's just like, oh, I gotta set the watch. But yeah, Andrew. Yeah. Pitch into this. Who do you want as celebrities?
I mean, so the people that are mostly used are Drake, John Mayer, Ed Sheeran, not so much, but
that's why I think
there's been a few.
Cut Drake and John Mayer. Okay. They're just, if everybody
just cliche.
They're talked about so much with their watches, and that's why we're not using Cali. It's Pharrell Williams. Josh, perfect timing. What celebrity? You read him the list. What celebrities do you want on our email next week?
We got Tom Holland, Jason Bateman, Mark Wahlberg, Ed Sheeran, Kevin Hart, Max Verstappen, Messi, Ronaldo, Gordon Ramsay, Stallone, Zuckerberg, Bubba Watson, Michael Bublé, and Pharrell.
None.
None what?
I don't want any of those guys.
What do you want, bro?
I don't want any celebrities.
No, it's through the email draft.
Zuckerberg, I feel like, was making some waves. Keanu Reeves.
Ooh, cool.
I think that's a good list to get started.
So I just had a client stop in our showroom. We did not record this for the episode or anything like that. It was his first time coming into our showroom. I think he just found us online. He was gifted a Big Bang by a girlfriend and brought it here to see what he can get for it. Unfortunately, he didn't have box or papers for it. He just had the watch, so that kind of made it really hard to validate the details of the watch that he did have. So took it to the back, ran some diagnostics on it, and unfortunately the watch was not real. So that's always kind of awkward, because then you have to come out and tell the client that a watch that they think is worth how much ever they assume it's worth is actually not worth anything at all. So kind of uncomfortable. He was also a state trooper, so that was a little intimidating. But yeah, we called our sources too that are really familiar with Hublot. Unfortunately, the watch just wasn't real. The router in the back was really the giving point. It's crazy how some of these pieces look really authentic, but just small minor details. Once you see watches a lot, you kind of pick up on it. So he was a little disappointed. I think just thinking that he was gifted a watch that was authentic and just wasn't, but also knowing that you're not going to get anything for it. So give him my card if in the future he wants to do business with us. But it does happen often, more often than people think, which is why people just don't buy online. But I'm going to call a client that I am trying to buy a watch from and see if I can kind of close him on this watch, because I really do want to get it. So we'll see if he answers. Hey Charles, how are you? Sorry I keep missing you. I have an offer for you on the dual time. I had asked for a number. I don't know if you have one in mind, but do you?
I don't know, somewhere in the 30s.
I've seen those numbers on Chrono and stuff like that. Unfortunately, when they're posted, there's quite a few of them, and they're not selling at that price. It's just valued kind of high for that watch, but in the secondary market, the watch is going for about 24. Wow. Yeah, and that's kind of why I wanted to pick your brain and see where you wanted to be at. Now, as you know, we consign those, so if you want to go higher, we can. I know you're a watch guy, so I know there's always something up your sleeve that you want to add to your collection. I don't know if you ever got your Panda that you wanted, but if you did want to make a trade on something, I can kind of make it sweeter on the other end, you know, whatever I can kind of do to help.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I'll keep you guys in mind, and I'll probably hold on to this one for just a little bit, just to kind of see what I want to do.
Yeah, it's a cool watch. I will say it's not an AP you see regularly in the market.
Let me think on it a little bit, but I appreciate you connecting with me.
Yeah. Okay, Charles, talk soon. Thank you. I figured the conversation with him was gonna go like that. I've done business with him in the past, and he's wonderful, but he is a watch guy. He's familiar with the market. He knows what he wants, and I respect that. I'm never gonna be the person that just like pushes you to do what I think you should do. Ultimately, like, the relationship for me is so much more important. Whatever he wants to do, I back him up. I do think that he should consider consigning, because it's a cool watch. Nothing like we have in store right now. It's an AP Royal Oak dual time. So it's a beautiful stainless steel piece. It's at 39 millimeters. It comes complete set, and Royal Oaks are Royal Oaks. They sell. So I know if we have it here, it would get looked at, and we can get rid of it. So we'll give him some time to think about it and then see what he thinks, and then go from there. So it's almost the end of the day. It's been pretty consistent as far as activity goes. We've just been working off our phones, touching base with leads and people who are waiting. But it was a good day. I mean, we got some stuff done, waiting to close some deals by the end of this week, I hope. And just a typical day at Wolvyn for me. Thanks for watching and tagging along with me, and stay posted for the guys. They have a lot of excitement in their episode, and I know it'll be fun to see what the brothers have going on. So tune into that.